Hey everyone, thanks for joining. John here, software engineer with 10 years of experience. I'm the lead maintainer of the open source Latterly.io, a learning platform and social networking platform that helps you land your first or next programming role. And this is an ad hoc stream for you. This will be a shorter stream, 20 or 30 minutes. And what we're doing in this stream is we are upgrading the version of Blitz that we are using. Blitz is a Next.js wrapper. So it's a higher order framework. So by upgrading Blitz, we're also upgrading Next, and we are moving from the pages router to the app router in Next. So we're making that pivotal jump. 12 to 14, 13 to 14, something in those version changes of Next. And what is the motivation of doing this ad hoc? The reason is I was approved for Google Social Sign-In. So we're trying to enable social auth. So here's the roadmap. You can see Google Social Sign-In, partials, overall social sign-in, which includes Google, Discord, LinkedIn, and GitHub. It's not a hard dependency, but it will make life easier for me if I do the Blitz upgrade first. In addition, there's this environment variable to silence logs, and that's just another thing. That one actually has a hard dependency on upgrading Blitz. And this is basically a stream enabler, because whenever I'm streaming, it's difficult for me to make sure that the inappropriate logs do not show on my terminal on screen. That's like a pain point for me. So prioritizing this, and then we can continue with whatever streams we have, including the implementing of social auth. Okay, so that's the motivation of why we're doing this now. And so let's dive in. So I'm going to go over to the repository and make a new branch. We'll have a feature branch named after 189 is the GitHub issue number. I guess we'll open that in a new tab if I need to reference it. And this is the first of the V2 series. So there's a number of issues in this Latterly V2, including a Blitz upgrade, Prisma upgrade, and integrating 3 entirely different applications: Starboy, RYG, and Rect. We don't need to worry about Rock Starboy. The difference between Starboy and Rock Starboy is saving to the cloud. There's no need to do that because Latterly itself will save to the cloud. So I don't need the additional logic that was from that. Starboy, RYG, and Rect are going to be 3 like powerful tools for you. And I'm not going to dive into what they do now because I just want to get this thing implemented. I have like a call in 20 minutes, which is why this will be a shorter stream and probably part of a series. I don't know, maybe by some miracle we'll knock it out right now. But this could be up to a 4-part series to upgrade the framework version itself. So better job board. So I'll git checkout-b 189 upgrade Blitz. Okay. Confirm I'm on there. I am. I'll fetch origin main and reset on it. By the way, if you're on TikTok, give the screen a tap to add some likes so the algorithm will send it around. If you're on YouTube, thanks for being here. Let me open up my YouTube chat to make sure I don't miss a comment. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, feel free to follow the channel. And you can visit Latterly.io and sign up for free. There's also a calendar, an events calendar at Latterly.io that you can add to your own, like Google Calendar or Outlook, to get reminders about streams and hackathons and other events. Okay, so I'm on this new branch. Let me set the upstream. And I'll make a small just version change to my package.json that will enable me to open a new pull request. So this will be 2.0. Let's go. We're kicking off 2.0. I'll commit this as a chore. Version bump. Push on the terminal. Now I can go over here. Oh, it opened up in my different browser for some reason. That's kind of crazy. I have like 3 Chrome sessions open. Okay, so here's the new pull request. And this will be, I guess it is a chore. It's just a massive chore. upgrade to blitz 2.0.x. Okay. And here we'll say closes 189. Let's fix that typo. Upgrade to blitz 2.0.x. All right, so how are we going to do this? I'm going to reinstall from scratch. I'm going to completely reinstall from scratch. Let me check their version. I think it's 08. Yeah, 2.08 is the latest release. Let's go ahead and specify that. Okay. So let me update my global blitz. Blitz dash version might not work at all. It is. It's here. So I have 2.0.0 the beta. So I would like to npm i-g uninstall blitz. So we're uninstalling the global blitz. I could install globally the latest, but I think I'll just np exit. I think that's the new way to do this stuff. This is the auth submodule. I want to look at the base module. Oh, maybe it's no longer. Maybe I'm looking for the CLI. Let me look at the Blitz homepage again. Okay, they're still globally installing it. So we'll globally install it and run blitz new. So I guess they're not doing npx, at least on the documentation page. This is weird, right? This looks lower volume than I expect. Updated 2 years ago. Maybe that's okay that the CLI itself was updated 2 years ago. I want to make sure. Whatever. We'll try it, and we'll be able to tell because it will install a. It will install 2.08 at the end of the day. We'll be able to easily check that. Okay. Blitz version. I have 2.08. Okay, great. The local version is lower. Yes, that's correct. So we want to update the local version. Blitz does not have a clean upgrade sub command. Instead, you just have to reinstall. This is called Latterly 3. That's the repository name. And how do I want to do this? I could create a folder, move the pieces in, and then flatten it after it's working. I think that's what I'd like to do. The other option is that I could just roll over it. I don't know if that will work. Let's try it. Let's try rolling over it. This could be an extremely bad idea. Good thing everything's backed up already. So the way we're going to roll over it is we're going to blitz new and then specify the existing name. So I'll cd up a level, which will take me out of my repository. This is probably going to be a bad idea. I think Blitz tries to auto commit. So if I don't have a repository because I cd up a level, I'm in the workspace. This is possibly going to be a disaster, but that's okay. So I will blitz new Latterly 3. Let's see what happens. We want to use the app router with the full setup. We want to use npm, formic, all the recommended stuff. It detected a conflict on the file. We might get a bunch of these. I'll overwrite and then I'll diff manually. So there was 3 to make note of. There was the package, the get ignore, and the base router. I actually expected a lot more conflicts than that. If that's all we got, that's not bad at all. So we took a gamble by going for this overwriting pattern. And we've yet to see if that gamble will pay off. But if there's only the 3 conflicts, then that's actually a fantastic win on the gamble, I would say. See, it ran this auto commit. And let me ls. Do I have, let me ls-a. Do I have a .get here? cd.get. Okay, good. So it didn't auto commit a new bear get into my workspace, which I was a little bit terrified of. It seems to, now we'll cd back into the laterally 3. It seems to have auto commit into the proper location. So let me get list. Oh, I'm forgetting the command. That's wild. Get history, get log. Like, what's the get log -1, brand new Blitz app. Okay, so it committed it properly into my laterally 3 git scope. Love to see that. That's an unrelated change because I'm in a multi-root. So what I want to do now is get log -3, and I'm going to grab the SHA, or really from the version bump. And so I'm going to get check out that SHA, but I'm only going to specify a few files. There's the package JSON, there's the get ignore, and there was the base router for the, I just call it the base router. I don't know if that's the proper name. The Blitz base router for the Blitz queries. Where is that bugger? Oh yeah, there shouldn't be that many conflicts because it's using the app router now, which is like totally different. That's the reason there wasn't too many conflicts. That's actually quite nice. And so then I will have to incrementally move files under the app router. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I think the fastest way might be to search bracket Blitz. Yeah. So it was the latter, it was this thing, Pages API RPC. So why was there a conflict under Pages? Note this stays in the Pages folder for the time being. This seems to be like some sort of Blitz workaround. So this is weird. No matches found. Right, I don't want to have the repository name in that relative path. No matches found with source. Let me look on the pull request. It should show it there if there's a diff. The Blitz CLI told me there was a conflict, right? But somehow, I'll push up my changes. Somehow Git is thinking that there's not a difference. Look, 73 file change, big one. Why is this green? Oh, those are supposed to be ignored. That's really bad. So let's look at this get ignore. Yeah, see, this is the thing with the auto commit. Oof, the auto commit is not chill. So what I actually want to do is reset soft on the version bump. Brand new Blitz app here. I'm going to get reset soft on the version bump SHA. And now it will show me these 74 differences. And so now I can go resolve the conflicts. ESLint RC, great. The git ignore, I want to take the superset of these changes because I want to ignore everything I was ignoring and everything that should be ignored in this new world. Got about 10 more minutes. We can at least resolve this file. Okay, so logs. You know what the easiest thing to do here is to go over to GPT-4 and ask it to dedupe these. Great use case for GPT-4. Please merge these two git ignore files so that the superset of patterns is ignored in a single output file. Okay. So I'm going to take this legacy file. And we'll know this works because the number 72 will go down. Second file, :123. Command A, Command C on the green area. Oh, new feature on GPT. This is awesome. So it's pushing to users the RHEL, the human feedback. What is that thing called? Reinforcement learning with human feedback. RLHF. It's pushing it to end users. That's cool. Honestly, I don't expect much of a difference between the two. Dependencies, node module. Oh, this one says bash. This one says plain text. Is it done generating? Stripe payment, teachable, and then the next env. Whoa, I didn't mean to select that, dude. I was trying to highlight some text. Shout out to OpenAI. You got to fix that, man. You got to let me be able. I wasn't trying to pick that one. All right, whatever. AVS. We're going to unstage all of these. And we're going to only stage the git ignore. And so what's the difference here? Make sure, just do a few random tests. My SQLite got kept. Yes, it did. The PID lock ignore got kept. Yes, it did. Stripe payments, teachable, DB back. Where's the DB back? It is kept. Great. So this looks good. Let me see if it will let me push or if I need to force push. Yeah, that's fine. We'll force push. So the number 72 should go down. Good. And now only these two are shown. Great. So now we're in control of our changes, which is a good place to be. And now we'll step through the changes one by one. ESLint, nothing controversial. I'm going to skip looking at DevDB on. Well, let me just take it off screen. I forget what's in there. Oh, it's like a SQLite type of thing. Okay, I think it's because when Blitz generates a new app, it's going to set you up with SQLite by default. So I think this one we actually don't want at all. Let me make a note of that in the pull request. I think we want to not commit dev.db in the new Blitz.js install. Okay. The package file, so it will have rolled over my scripts and some of the libraries that I installed later. Private is true. No, it's not. So we're getting rid of that. Can I just copy all of my scripts? Prepare as Husky install, pass with no tests. Yeah, so I can just restore all of my scripts. Okay, no diff there. It altered my print width. I don't care, dude. I think I made it 80 to make it easier for streaming because it's like, and I'm on a smaller screen. We'll keep it at what it was. It fixed the Blitz packages, which is good. It updated Prisma for me. We're going to see how that plays with the database. That's going to be wild. Okay, so then it will also close the, look, we're on Prisma 5. It'll also close the Prisma upgrade. Under the Prisma upgrade, did I have any query changes or was it just the version? Yeah, so the issue with Prisma is that I wanted to say I wanted a unique constraint except null. I wanted a nullable unique constraint, and Prisma 4 did not support that. I think Prisma 5 still does not support that. So it doesn't give us all the benefits in the world, but that's okay. We'll still close the issue. This is all looking good. I want auto prefixer back. I want my Vercel analytics back. So we're going to restore these. Let me make a note of some of the things that I have to install here. So there's Vercel Analytics, auto prefixer .env. I was using final form rather than formic. So I wonder if the recommendation changed or if my preference changed. That's going to be, I'm going to have to do some code changes for that. That's not going to be a lift and shift. Final form to formic based on Blitz default recommendations. Also had to retain and maybe should update Vercel Analytics auto prefixer .env. Does prefixer have an ER? Yeah, it does. Okay. FS extra. I think I do use this in my seed code. What do I use it for? It's in the lock. If it's only used by Blitz itself, okay, I use it in my scripts. Yeah, so we'll keep that. FS extra. Gray matter, I need gray matter. Bundle analyzer. This is another case where private was true down here. So I guess I'll keep private true. Well, I don't know why it's private. This is a public repository. Yeah, like all of these basically. So we added .env. I'm going to go ahead and take these back out and I'll just reinstall them. Let me make a list like way down here or something where it's clearly not meant to be committed. And I'll just copy the list over. Looks like the bundle analyzer was retained, but the version was changed. No? So the light red and the like brighter red and the lighter red are supposed to be partial line changes. So ESLint config next has a partial line change, so the version was changed basically. Got the prettier plugin Tailwind. Yes, I do. That's repeated. We'll grab all of these and then remove secure password. Zod, it looks like Zod was retained with a version changed. Yeah, there's Zod, so I'll take out Zod. Take out Zod and secure password, which was also kept. Okay. So these are the libraries that I'm going to reinstall myself. XML beautifier. So above this block, Prisma they took care of. So this is the intermediary block through Postmark, Vercel Analytics through Postmark, dropping next Blitz final form, dropping next Blitz final form. Maybe I keep final form for now. Dropping next Blitz and final form. I'll keep final form for now. That will hopefully preserve my functionality. I will have 2 libraries for forms, so I'll want to deprecate final form, but as an intermediary step, I'll keep it. Okay, so now I have it on my clipboard, these list of libraries. To do, reinstall updated version of below libraries. 2, deprecate final form in favor of Formic. For now, both are installed, which is not ideal. Okay, and that's going to do it for the current stream. Thanks for being